person of interest today is just 19 and will be representing India on a global stage. Let's meet Rhea Singha now, Miss India Universe for 2024, hailing from Gujarat. She's a model, she's a fitness enthusiast, and she is already making her Bollywood debut. And now she's all set for Mexico, where the pageant will be held.
That's right. This year's Miss India contest was already special for various reasons. This is the first time, for example, that the height criteria was entirely relaxed. You had a trans woman who made it to the top 51 contestants of the Miss India contest. All of this took place just a few days ago in the end of September in Jaipur. Let's meet her right now to get to know more about her entire story. Yeah, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the show. Tell us, in the history of Miss Universe, India has only won 3 times. In fact, we've won many more Miss Worlds as compared to this. Tell us, to you, what's the recipe to better India's chances?
Thank you so much for the introduction. Namaste, I'm Rhea Singha, and I think there are so many things that different people bring to the table. But one thing that I know I can do is I can put my all in. I know that I'm going to give it everything that I possibly can. The preparations are going in full swing with the Glam Anand team, and I'm sure that it's going to blow everybody away, and the 4th crown is coming on its way.
Nice. So, Rhea, lovely to see you wearing the same outfit that you won Miss India in. That's quite nice. But tell us that, you know, at 19, you're going to represent Indian beauty to the world. India, very complex nation, very beautiful nation. What message are you carrying from here for the world?
I mean, as we all know, we are the highest populated country in the world. So we have all sorts of cultures in one country, which is so beautiful. So I would love to show the world, or should I say the universe, the different cultures that we have. All of the different regions that we have in India have different things to offer. So I would love to show the world what we have to offer.
Rhea, tell us, take us behind the scenes almost and tell us what kind of training goes into this. Is it something you've had to be doing for many years? This is an international competition, obviously at a very, very high level.
It takes years and years of training. It starts off at a very young age. I was 15 when I started off, and you have to participate in small pageants, and then you have to build your way up until you think that you have it in you. And like you asked me, the training includes your speech training, your walk training. You have to get fit, so you have to eat healthy, all sorts of things.
Right, right. Rhea, but very curious to understand, you know, for any outsider like us watching any of these pageants, everybody is beautiful. Everyone is gorgeous. So at a platform like that, what is going to be India's USP? Or let me rephrase it. What is going to be Rhea's USP when you step on that global podium?
India is known for its communication. We are known to have the best and the strongest communication among all the people in the world. And that is something that I definitely would love to bring to the table, because that is also one of my advocacies, to help the youth communicate better. Because I think that all of us have so many skills. When I say us, I mean the youth especially. We have so many skills, but we don't know how to communicate them, which is where the gap is created. So in order to bridge that gap, it is very important to communicate. And I think India is on its way when it comes to communicating well, and not just well, but better than everybody else.
Wow. Okay, so Rhea, let's ask you, we were just telling our audiences before we connected with you that this year there were actually several firsts in the competition. The first time the height criteria was relaxed. This is also the first time you have a trans woman who's made it to the top 51. What are your thoughts about this?
Absolutely. And I think it is so wonderful that it's this way, because with us evolving, with us changing, the standard of beauty, the definition of beauty has changed. And it couldn't have been a better thing to happen, because who's to say that somebody is beautiful just because they look a certain way? Who creates those standards? I think someone is only beautiful if they are kind, if they are generous, if they are beautiful from within. So I think it's very important that times have changed, and so the guidelines should also, and so they have. And I think that is the way to do it.
Nice. Very pageant-like answer, if I may add to that. But tell us a little bit more about yourself, Rhea. What kind of aspirations do you hold? Everybody who gets into beauty pageants has an eye on Bollywood, but we hear that you are looking at entrepreneurship as well, and you're big on fitness.
You guessed it just right. Bollywood is definitely up my alley, and I also want to start my own business. I have so many ideas. I am only 19, so my ideas are all open. But like my parents, both of them are entrepreneurs, so I definitely want to go on the same path as them. Very, very inspired by them. And so is my sister. And when it comes to Bollywood, I've already done my debut. So hopefully by the time it's out, you guys get to watch it.
Let's talk about that for a second, though, Rhea. Tell us, as you just said, you've already made your debut in Bollywood. A dream for people for decades you've already done. Just tell us more about it. What was the debut itself? How did you feel acting?
Well, Love Story of 90s. It's directed by Amit Khasra. And I think everybody's going to enjoy it. One of the actually actors in that is Divita Rai. She was one of the previous winners of Miss Universe India. And so for me to have interacted with her was wonderful because I really got an insight into what it is like at Miss Universe. So I truly, truly enjoyed working with her and other Ensuman as well.
Nice. So, Rhea, since you're wearing that lovely gown, I'm sort of really itching to ask you about Indian fashion, which is standing at such a beautiful time and space. Designers like Gaurav Gupta and so many more getting recognized on an international platform. Now we see Indian fashion designers regularly at the Milan Fashion Week or the Paris Fashion Week as well. Global celebrities wear Indian fashion designers. What's your take on where Indian fashion is going?
Isn't it wonderful? I'm so happy that India is taking over fashion because we have some of the most exquisite fabrics and the most beautiful designers and artists in India. And I think it was just about time that we got onto that. And so I think now, since the last 5 years, we have really been booming. And I think fashion is something that I'm very, very inclined towards. And so, yeah, looking at people like Tarun Tahiliani, Gaurav Gupta, and Abhinav Mishra, all these people going global is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg, and I'm seeing it go further in the coming years.
What is Rhea Singha's personal style quotient, if one were to ask you?
Ooh, I like that. I like to be experimental. I don't like to have like a very set style and stick with it. I like to try on different things, and I'm very lucky that way because I am an actor and a model. So everywhere I go, all jobs I do, all different clothes that I have, I get to try everything on. So I don't really need to choose.
Clever one. But Rhea, let's give you a bit of, what do they say, brushing up of skills, or perhaps a teaser into what's coming your way. If we had to sort of grant you 3 wishes, or if you had 3 wishes that could come your way, 1 for the world we live in, or say the universe we live in, 1 for India, and 1 for you, Rhea, which ones would that be, and what would you ask for?
I would be naughty and say something like, I would want to have a wish where I can get all my wishes come true. But I will answer this question properly. If I were to get one of my wishes granted, that would be if I could get all of the aspirations that I have, which is in my entrepreneurial side, if that can all go successfully, I mean, why wouldn't I want that wish to come true? And if I would want a wish for my nation, I think I've made it very clear that I know for a fact, I have a very strong feeling that the youth of today in India is the strongest And we have such a good background when it comes to education nowadays that I think the youth can really do really well in the world globally if they put the right work in, if they bridge that gap. And if you ask me globally, I think that we have to first tackle global warming. I think we have a lot of problems going on when it comes to global warming. We need to improve our ways of working. We need to change it slightly. Like, for example, people need to start using solar panels. People need to start using electric cars. And they need to start moving towards the new, which is improved to help our planet instead of destroying it further.
Rhea, spoken like a true Gen Z person, and by that I just mean so aware of our need to make a shift as a planet. Rhea, thank you for joining us, and good luck for the future. Good luck for the upcoming pageants. We're going to shift focus entirely now. Coming up after a short break, the new Tata car on the road. Prices start at 9.99 lakhs. They feature variants. Obviously, there's going to be performance reviews that we'll be bringing you. Overdrive brings you all that you need to know, the lowdown, the pros, the cons, and of course, the Overdrive verdict. See you in a bit.